Hi everyone, welcome back our next session of Geography, Chapter 9. So, in this part, we will study about the transportation in Brazil and India. So, we know that we want to travel or we want to move from one place to another place. So, for that, we are getting the help of different modes of transportation. As usual, we are using the roadways. And if you want to travel from one state to another state, either roadways or railways. Or again, if you want to travel from far places, then we will choose railways. And again, if you want to cross the country, if you want to move from one country to another country, what we will use? We will use airways or waterways also. These are the different ways of modes of transportation what we are using in our daily life or in whenever we need it. So, how this transportation is in Brazil and India? That means transportation in India and Brazil, is it same manner, or which mode of transportation we are using, is it same in Brazil? That means we know that in all the parts, we can see in most of the parts of the world, these four modes of transportation or these modes of transportation we can see. But according to the land relief, it is differed. Or according to the geographical conditions, it is differed. We learned that about Brazil, major part of Brazil is covered highlands or hilly regions. So is it possible to construct roads or railways or waterways, airways in that type of region? No, it is not at all possible to construct the transportation facilities, that means the road or the modes of transportation in the hilly regions or we can see in the highlands. Because of that, we can see that transportation facilities or the modes of transportation are concentrated mainly in few parts of Brazil. Because we learned that in the northern part of Brazil, Amazon river, and it is not that much easy to move there, or there is a problem. What is the problem? Inaccessibility. Inaccessibility, it is an interior part. Same manner in the, we learned that the swampy regions are there and again highlands are there. So, which region it is better for the transportation, or in which region we can see these all modes of transportation mainly in the south and southeastern part of the Brazil. What is the reason? We learned that eastern part of the Brazil, it is coastal land and there we can see the plain land. So because of that, roadways, railways, airways, waterways, all modes of transportation are mainly found in the south and southeastern part of the country. So in Brazil, major part or mainly people are using the roadways, or the common method of transportation, it is roadways in Brazil. And we can see the density of transportation facilities, that is road transportation, it is concentrated in the eastern part. The reason, it is a low-lying region or the plain land. It is the plain land. And waterways have been developed in the Amazon river basin is mainly for the commercial purposes. And we learned that in the eastern part of Brazil, ocean is there, then is Atlantic Ocean, so we can see that the coastal shipping is also a method of transportation in Brazil. But the railways has not been that much developed in Brazil because I already told you that, or we learned already in the previous chapters that railways needed. It is not easy to construct the railways in the hilly regions or the highlands. It needs the plain land, so plain lands are too much less in Brazil. And it is concentrated in the southeastern part of the country, and it is mainly railways mainly concentrated to few urban passengers or the tourists to some of the cities or in the urban regions. And the last one, it is airways. Airways, it is comparatively less, or it is airports are very less in the Brazil due to its topography. So these are the transportation system in Brazil. So what are things we learned? Main thing, the common method. The major part of the people are using the roadways. And what is the main reason? Because of its topography. Brazil's topography is not that much supportive for the airways and the railways, and waterways are mainly concentrated in the eastern part. Same manner, the roadways are also concentrated in the eastern part. Why these all are concentrated in the eastern part? Because either we can see the eastern part, we can see the plain area or the plain land. So these are all about of transportation in Brazil. Now we will go for map study of Brazil transportation routes.
In this map, we can see the Brazil's major transport routes. If you are looking into this index, we can understand that major roads, other roads, railways, capital, tourist places, airport and ports are shown in different symbols. Answer to the following questions. Which means of transport are seen on the map? We can see here waterways, roadways, railways and airways. We can see on this map. Second question. Which means of transport has a denser network? If you are observing this map, we can understand that roadways have a denser network. Third question. Which highway can be seen prominently? Here you can see in the darker shade it is given Trans-Amazonian Highway we can see prominently. Fourth question. What could be the reason of development of railways in the southeast? If we are looking into the map, we can see that its topography is an important thing. Here we can see the plain topography or the plain land, and concentration of population and industries are also in this particular region. So we can see that development of railways in the southeastern part of the country. Fifth question. In which part of Brazil do you see a lesser development of transport network? What could be the reason? A lesser development of transport network we can see in the northern part of Brazil. What are the reasons? The reasons, inaccessibility, or it is an interior part. Which area it is? It is Amazon river basin. So its rigid topography and the dense evergreen forest are the reasons for this less network of transport.
So I hope you got a clear idea about the transportation in Brazil. Now next we are moving to the transportation in India.
It is very exciting to go on a road trip where the only mode of transport is the roadway. Rashmi was lucky. She experienced the thrill of a road trip when she traveled with her dad to a snake park located in rural West Bengal. Her father had printed a simple map marking the route from Durgapur, their hometown, to the snake park near Badu Road. They started their journey from Durgapur on National Highway 2. National highways are the arteries of our nation. They connect capitals of states, important cities, industrial towns, and tourist centers. They are written as NH, which stands for National Highway, followed by a number. For example, National Highway 2. The national highways may have a single lane with a width of 3.75 meters, or multi-lane, where the width of each lane is 3.5 meters. The National Highways Authority of India, or NHAI, under the central government, is responsible for development and management of these roads. After the pit stop, Rashmi and her dad continued their journey on the Durgapur Expressway. They headed towards the city of Kolkata. Expressways are 4 to 6 lane highways separated by a divider. Features of expressways include no speed breakers or traffic, and provision for petrol pumps, rest stops, emergency services such as first aid and vehicle repair. Mumbai-Pune and Delhi-Gurgaon expressways are two of the best expressways in the country. The car passes through busy city roads and joins National Highway 34 again. After an hour's drive, they reached Barasat, much earlier than they had expected. Next, they proceeded to State Highway 2. Roads constructed and maintained by the state government are called state highways. State highways connect important towns and cities within a state. They are also connected to national highways as well as state highways of other states. Then, the car takes a sharp turn and joins the Badu Road. Badu Road is a district road. A district road is any important road within a district. They help connect rural areas to district headquarters, state highways, or national highways. They also connect small towns to one another, as well as to state highways and national highways. They get down at the Badu Road center. The villagers tell them that the snake park is a 15-minute walk along the rural road. A village road or rural road helps transport agricultural and small-scale industrial products from the production centers to the marketing centers. The surface of these roads is generally poor. This makes them unfit for use in the rainy season. Rashmi had a memorable road trip, and along the way, she learned a lot about the different types of roads in our country.
As compared to Brazil, we can see a denser transportation system in India. And in India, all types of transportation are most common, and we can see these all types of transportation facilities are comparatively more than the Brazil. What is the reason? The topography of India. So India, if you are considering that 85 percentage of passengers and the 70 percentage of freight traffic are carried by roadways. Freight means the load. The goods are moving or goods are transferring to one place to another place. As people are moving from one place to another place, the goods are carrying from one place to another place for the trading purpose. So Indian economy is developing fastly. It is. The railways are playing an important role in that because the goods are carrying with the help of railways, and it is cheapest one than the roadways. And same manner in Brazil, we can see that hilly regions, that the northern part and the eastern part of the country, railways are not that much developed, but in the plains and all, it is developed fast. It is developed, and again it is using more in the daily life of the people. And the next one, it is waterways. Waterways, we know that it is the cheapest mode of transportation, and mainly it is using for same manner moving of the people from one place to another place, and more than that, the import and export is going on with the help of the waterways. It will take lot of time, but it is the cheapest way of transportation. Waterways contributing about 1% to the country's transportation, and it includes river, canal, backwaters, etc. India's 95% of India's foreign trade is carrying on through the waterways. As compared to Brazil, we can see that airways are also well developed in our country. Next one is airways. If you are comparing Brazil, airways are most or it is most developed in our country. Now we will study about the map which is given in your textbook.
So now you can see the map which is given in your textbook page number 64, figure 9.10. So this is regarding India's national highways and major ports. And if you are looking through the index, we can see the details what is mentioned or what all things are given in this map. They are north south highway, east west highway, golden quadrilateral, national highway and major ports in India are included in this map. So we can go through the questions. First question: which means of transport are visible on the map? So if you are observing into the map, we can understand that waterways, roadways, railways and airways are visible on the map. Second question: in which part of India is the density of railways more? If you are observing this map, we can see that the northern part of India, we can see the density of railways are more. Third question: name five important ports and airports in India. First one, five important ports is located in Mumbai, Cochin, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, and Kolkata. Five important airports are located in Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Bengaluru, and Thiruvananthapuram. Fourth question: which parts of India have a sparse network of transport? What could be the reason? If we are looking into the map, we can understand that the northernmost and the northeastern part of India, we can see the sparse network of transport. What is the reason? Northern part and the northeastern part are the hilly regions or mountainous region, such as we can see the Himalayan range is spread from the north to northeastern part of our country. So because of that, transportation network is very less in these regions. Students, now you can observe the map which is given textbook page number 65, figure 9.11. So in this map representing India's important railway routes and airports. If you are observing this map, we can understand that apart from the north and northeastern part of the country, the railways or rail routes and airports are there. So we can go through some of the questions, such as what does the map show? The map shows important railway routes and airports in India. Second one, name any two airports from eastern coast. So from eastern coast, which airports are located? If you are observing the map, we can see the two airports are located in the eastern coast, coastal areas in the eastern part, that is Chennai and Visakhapatnam. Now, third question: in which states railway routes do not exist? If you are observing, we know that north and northeastern part, the railway routes are not at all or it is not located. So, examples we can see the states such as Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. What is the reason? Because these are the hilly regions. Now, next question: name the southernmost railway station of India. So, please look into the map. The southernmost railway station we can see here, it is Kanyakumari. Fifth question: which is the important railway station on the route of Mumbai Mangalore? So if you're observing here in the western part, you can see that Vasco da Gama is the important railway station on the route of Mumbai Mangalore. Next question. Name the northernmost airport of India. If you are observing here in this map, you can see the northernmost airport of India. It is located in Delhi.
So I hope all of you understood this topic, that is transportation in India and Brazil. So what are things we learned? What are the main differences of transportation facilities or the modes of transportation? What people are using in India and to Brazil, and what are the reasons? So please write short note on transportation of India and to Brazil in your notebook. Thank you.